Hey everybody, the Lone Ghoul here. I had a crazy idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I hadn't made a video in a couple of weeks, and I need something to get myself motivated to make them. I've just been basically doing beer reviews, which watch them if you want to watch them, but I need to make myself do something so I can stick with making videos. So I decided I'm going to try and make a vlog every day for a month and just talk about something, anything, something that interests me, or annoys me, or just rant, or I don't know, just something. Um, so this is the first one, and I looked through a whole bunch of ideas online, like this is a great vlog topic, and they were all stupid ideas. But I mean, there's a few gems in there, and I may go back to them later in the month when I start to run out of ideas, or tomorrow when I run out of ideas. Um, but today's video is about it's about bigotry. It's kind of a hefty topic for a first vlog, but I figure we ought to get it out of the way before we start the month off. Okay, so it's been said that in order to keep friends, you should avoid politics and religion. Something I heartily agree with. I don't advertise my religious choices, which are somewhat alternative, we'll say. But, I also am fairly open to other people as long as they're not trying to jam them down your throat. You believe whatever you believe, is whether I think it's silly or not. You have the right to your own beliefs. Everyone does. So that's kind of where I stand. I don't believe what other people believe. And, obviously we all make our own decisions. Religion is not something that is forced onto you. It's something that I feel intelligent people can look at and make their own decisions on. Which is, I was raised in a household that was not overly religious, but there was religion at home. My parents were church going. But it's not something that stuck with me over the years. It wasn't my path. But that being said, I had an experience a while back where somebody asked me about my religious choices, and when I tried to have an intelligent discussion, another third party basically told me that because of my choices, I was a bad person. That everyone who made the choice I made was a bad person, without knowing anything at all about my religious choices. Basically, due to their propaganda that they've been fed through their lifetime, that without knowing anything about the facts of the matter, that I was a terrible person due to my choices, which really upset me. I don't think that that's necessarily true. I don't think you're a bad person for any religious choice that you make. Obviously some choices are perhaps more valid than others, if you can say that. I don't know. I don't want to make this commentary on religion, but more about the fact that it's not appropriate to condemn other people's choices, because of what you think you know, especially when you don't know what you're talking about. Which is the case most of the time in bigotry. People don't even know what the hell they're talking about. I'm fairly well read on a lot of religions because of the fact that I like to poke holes in them. If you want to have an earnest discussion about the finer points of somebody's religion, you have to know what you're talking about. In order to, if you are going to question their beliefs or their their dogma, you have to know what it is first. You can't just blindly condemn somebody for their choices when you don't even know what they are. Yeah, I will say that when I was growing up and I did finally make the decisions that I did on my choice of religion, when I finally got old enough to think for myself and realized this was the path I wanted to follow, my parents were not accepting of it. They still are not accepting. I don't know if they think that it's foolish or that I'm kind of misguided in it. But it's been kind of a non-issue because I basically told them it was not up for discussion. And my parents realized that, arguing with me is like arguing with a wall. And I'm old enough now to make my own decisions, so, I'm not a high school kid anymore. So it kind of, it's gone away a bit. When people ask me, I try and educate them the best I can about my own choice. But I never try and force anybody to take my view. If somebody listens to what you have to say and you're educated about your own beliefs, if they feel that calls to them, they will continue to question or adopt the same beliefs as you. If they question about it, or if you tell them about it and they don't seem interested, don't force the issue. It's just rude, honestly. And don't condemn somebody for having a different belief system than you. I mean, it's just not the right thing to do. As you noticed through this whole video, I have never stated what my belief is because, to be perfectly honest, I feel it's a personal thing. There's a personal. If you guys want to send me a comment, you want to start a discourse on religious choice, I have no problem doing that at any time. But I don't feel that a vlog is necessarily the correct place to do that. Yeah, so I guess that's it for me for now. Just, believe what you believe and be happy in it, but don't be a dick to other people. It's just not right. Especially not right to condemn them because they believe something different than you. You do what you gotta do. Cheers.